What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today, we have a special episode because it is the 2-year anniversary of when we created the Unbearable Podcast. We didn't upload our first video until the 15th, so our 2-year anniversary of our first videos in 2 days. But this is the 2-year anniversary of creating the channel, and hey, it's been a wild ride. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, I just want to appreciate every single one of you who's subscribed, who's been along this journey with us, and just a big thank you to everyone who's stayed with us for the 2 years, 1 year, 1 day. It doesn't matter. You're all part of the Unbearable Podcast. So, hey, we're just gonna keep going, keep grinding, and next year we'll see where we're at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in college, dude. What? Alright, that's crazy. But last week we went 10-4, bringing our total to, I think it was 91 or 92. I think it's 91-60. It says right here. Somewhere. It says it somewhere. Just listen to whatever it says. And we went 10-4 on our predictions. We got the Giants wrong, the Bears wrong, the Falcons wrong, and the Commanders wrong. So, yeah. Oh, and quickly, Shane Waldron, I didn't make a separate episode, a separate video on it, because you guys know my thoughts. I've been very vocal about wanting him gone for the past 2 weeks, and, I have a sinking feeling in my stomach that it's not going to change anything, but at least we did something. Alright, let's get on to Week 11. Week 11 already. Thursday Night Football, we have the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Washington Commanders coming off of a loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they played well. They played very well, but not good enough to win the game. I feel like they're a good team. They just need to get over that hump to become a great team, and I just don't think they're there yet. Then the Philadelphia Eagles blew out the Commanders. I don't really know what's going on with the Commanders. It seems like nothing they do is good, and it's just, whatever. The Cowboys, they suck. We'll talk about them later. But the Eagles look good on offense, look good on defense, and I think this is going to be a very good, close game. I think it's going to come down to the last drive, but I do have the home team, Philadelphia Eagles, winning this game. Then Sunday football, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears, which I'll have my pregame predictions on Saturday morning, so I think we all know who's going to win that game. Then we have the Jacksonville Jaguars and Detroit Lions. Jacksonville kept it close with the Vikings. Their defense played very well. I think if they have Trevor Lawrence, they probably win that game. But yeah, their defense played amazing. Their offense obviously could have been better. I think they scored only 7 points. It was either 7 or 10. I don't really remember. Then the Lions, a very close game against a very good Texans team. Obviously started off very, very, very bad, but they picked it up in the second half, and I think that's what defines a team, how you can respond in adverse situations, and I think they're going to be a very good team. I have them as my Super Bowl champions right in my preseason predictions. I said they're going to win the Super Bowl, and I think they're looking very strong, and I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions. Then we have the 7-2 Minnesota Vikings facing the 2-7 Tennessee Titans. Minnesota played a very bad game on Sunday. Their offense did not play very well. They got eaten alive by the Jaguars, which is not very good. And then their defense played pretty well against a Mac Jones-led offense, which they got a lot of pressure, and they looked good on defense. But they are facing the Tennessee Titans, who do suck, so this could be a bounce-back week. Tennessee, just bad. Not good. Not good at all. So I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings. Then we have the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Miami Dolphins. Las Vegas, blech. Miami, less bad. They're both very meh teams. Obviously, the Raiders are a little bit worse, but Miami kind of getting into the swing of things, so I'm going to pick them. Then we have the Rams versus the Patriots. The Rams, they got dominated by the Dolphins. It was not a very good look for them. And then the Patriots dominated the Bears, but shit, bro. The Bears are not looking good. So I'm going to pick the Rams. I think it's going to be a bad game, but I do think the Rams are going to get the win. Then the Cleveland Browns versus the New Orleans Saints. Cleveland, I don't even know what's going on in Cleveland. And the same thing with New Orleans. Both very mid teams, both doing very bad. That being said, I think the Saints will win this one, but it's going to be a horrible game. Not a lot of good games this week, I'm not even going to lie. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore looked I wouldn't say very good against the Bengals, but they look good. Their offense was clicking. Their defense was able to stop them sometimes. But Joe Burrow is a very good quarterback. It's just his team sucks around him. So we're not going to have any Joe Burrow disrespect right now because he's trying to carry his team as hard as he can. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, who barely beat the Washington Commanders. Defense, amazing. Offense, all right. Will that be enough to beat the Ravens? No. Then we have the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. I don't know what's going on with either of these teams. Both of them suck. I don't remember who the Colts played last week. And the Giants got blown out by the Arizona Cardinals. I almost said Arizona Coyotes. But both teams are, I guess I'm going to have to go with the New York Jets. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Atlanta, they lost to the Saints, which the Saints are going through some troubles right now. They just fired their coach 2 weeks ago. So they did not look very good. And the Denver Broncos kept it close with the Chiefs, but everybody knows they have black magic. So I'm actually going to pick the Broncos. Broncos have been playing pretty good, so I don't know. I think the Atlanta Falcons will lose this and then come back stronger later. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks, who are 4-5, playing good enough to be in contention with the division. But to be honest, I don't really know much about them. They're 4-5. Then the San Francisco 49ers are finally healthy, but it did not show against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was close against a team it shouldn't have been close with. And, I don't know. But I think they're going to bounce back, and I got the San Francisco 49ers winning. Then we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. I think this is going to be a worse game than everyone's expecting it to be. But the Chiefs have black magic on their side, so I'm picking them. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Bengals, their defense is just letting them down, and their offense, Joe Burrow more specifically, is doing his best to carry the Bengals across the finish line of making the playoffs. And the Chargers, very stout defense, pretty good offense. Give me the Bengals. Then we have the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys. Houston lost a close game to the Lions, which the first half their defense was amazing, the second half their defense, and then the Dallas Cowboys scored 6 points the entire game. I'm going with Houston. Yeah. That's it for my predictions. Say 32 points scored in that game. That's it for my predictions. And, it says there's a game I didn't click on. Oh, it was the first game, Eagles. But, yeah. This week is probably going to be pretty bad. Not the most exciting matchups, but what you're going to do. Football's football, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to bear down.